Streaming. Um, don't know if you want to check if we're rolling. Roxy?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
You guys using OBS over NDI or something?
We sure are. Let's see.
Hell yeah, brother.
Don't know if you want to check if we're rolling.
Got some
Roxy?
questions to ask you.
All right, and we're live.
You guys using OBS over?
Hello.
Nice. All right.
All
It's
right,
Michael in the it's Michael in the band.
well, welcome back to Dev Games 3085,
Hello.
the podcast where we dive into the world of indie game development. And today I'm excited to chat with the incredible Michael, a music producer behind the atmospheric music in Bloodbound. And we'll explore what inspired him to join the project and his love for rock and also do music, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the whole heaviness.
The heaviness, the headbangers.
Yeah, the bangers.
The heavy metal.
And well, let's see what keeps him pushing his craft to the next level. And if you've been wondering what goes into crafting music that truly elevates a game's experience, you're in the right place. So let's get started. Roxy, you want to
All
kick
right.
it off?
Yeah, I do actually. I am supposedly a queen bee when it comes to creative ideas and expressions, and it was the hardest thing to set up, even find a music guide to start with. And I'm just curious, but I wanted to know, what is your ritual? Like, how do you get started when you start with music?
That's a good
Um.
question.
Well, I feel like it's almost like a writer thing. I've heard writers kind of refer to this almost like divination thing, where it's almost like I I like embrace the suck of life and this is why it's usually heavy stuff. Um, I just kind of get in the mindset of like I don't know if you've ever heard some like atmospheric metal or something like the doom stuff where it just kind of like the sounds that you're hearing also kind of pretty much translate to what you're seeing and feeling and whatnot. That's important for me. So uh, I like to be in the zone, as I call it,
You get in
and
that
I guess
vibe.
that's kind of common.
Yeah, you get that mood, that creative inspiration, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Or sometimes even the opposite of that has been helpful for me before. Like I'm just feeling like I'm in some writer's block, and then uh, just trying to reverse engineer my own self out of it. Like,
Yeah.
okay, why would I be blocked? Do I need a key change? Do I need something? So that's what I feel like that's what writers do. They just like try to figure out ways to get in the zone to where it's flowing so naturally that you're not even like not double taking, but like just not questioning your own artistic decisions. Because
so, mhm.
it's too easy to be like, oh, I sound too much like Doom or something. But if you were trying to write a
Yeah,
song that's like kind of doomy sounding, then it's like don't be hard on yourself for doing the thing. It's just
Exactly.
it's
I
like
heard,
flattery, imitation. Is the greatest sense.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
do you
yeah. Like
believe
like
that
um.
there's no new music anymore? Do you believe in that
Um,
saying?
in a way, because if everybody has to have it be 4/4 and it has to be in major or minor, which are scales that we get from what's called the 12 TET or
Okay.
12 EDO, depending on where you learn it from. They sometimes are like used interchangeably, but those stand for equal divisions of the octave, and I forget what TET stands for. I can probably just search it up.
Okay.
They say equal temperament, 12 tone equal temperament. That's what it is. Yeah, so the reason that music starts sounding the same over time is because a people are writing what's called tonally, where
Hmm.
you just pick, and this is like famous for guitarists because like they like I think in my open string I like to use an open string for a key because then you can visualize the intervals a lot easier there and stuff. But yeah, no, it's basically, you know how like there's, like 24 frets on a guitar neck or whatever. Well, the reason
Correct.
that it's like 24 is because there's two octaves there that are of 12. So if we wanted new music, we would essentially have to change the tones. And if you want to know what that sounds like, you can look up what's called microtonal music. It kind of actually just sounds like crap to our ears because we've been so used to the 12 tone thing. Arabic actually has the same steps, but twice the amount, like one for every in between of ours. So that can be interesting. That's why Arabic music sounds kind of like exotic good to us
Hmm.
in the
Uh-huh.
West versus like Aborigine didgeridoo can sound off to somebody that doesn't know what they're hearing.
Wow,
Oh
that's
wow, that's pretty
definitely a
interesting. I never thought about it that way.
that's definitely an
Yeah.
earful of knowledge music right there.
I
Yeah.
know. What a professional.
All I do,
Yeah.
all I do is
Sorry.
hit like keys on my keyboard and make
Honestly,
beats.
okay, I'm gonna be
Right?
honest. I've been tone deaf for years now. My eardrums are like blood, like they're like done. They're just like when
Cram
I
full of wax.
oh god, that's terrible imagery. I just got a candle wax, just like horrible
Yeah.
looking. But no, but for real, like I honestly feel like music nowadays just sounds like a bunch of noise and sound to me, like freaking industrial sounds. Especially
Right.
industrial music nowadays. Like, oh my god, this is a little off topic, but I have to bring it up. Like, ever since Marilyn Manson came back, he doesn't sound like
Ah,
Marilyn Manson anymore
right.
either.
His clone cannot sing
It
the
sounds like
same
a
way.
clone. It do. It literally looks like a clone. Like I love. Okay, I'm a Mansonite. Okay, I
Right,
love
right,
Marilyn Manson, and I love industrial music. I
right.
love shock rock. I love all that stuff. All that boots
Uh-huh.
stomping music. And
Early Rob Zombie.
yes. And here's the thing. It does not look, does not sound. Supposedly Marilyn Manson's quote sober, but if
Right,
he was, then what the hell were we
right. I know.
like?
Well, that's the thing. You can be if you're good enough with music theory and you know that
Over
like
NDI or
Locrian
something.
mode is the darkest and whatnot, you can kind of just without being messed up at all come up with some really dark stuff. Or yeah, it's yeah. Trent Reznor was another good one in like the '90s.
Right.
Like he did the Quake 2 or Quake
Me
1
too.
soundtrack.
The Half-Life song. The music, the new
Wait,
ones.
he also did Half Life?
Yes.
Oh wow,
Huh.
I didn't know that.
He also did Call of Duty as well.
Right. Marilyn Manson did the Resident Evil theme song for the movies.
Yeah.
That's
When
interesting for sure.
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of people don't know that Trent Reznor has been behind a lot of game music, like over the
Yeah.
years.
Hopefully we could bring him in one of these days.
Bring them in, bring them out, bring them out.
We should be
Bring
talking to
him in, bring
Michael.
him
He's gonna be like the new gaming Trent Reznor of horror films. Like
That'd be so sweet.
I want to know Michael's inspiration, like for making the music for like the vampire stuff. Like, did you have to like get candles and like
No,
get
no,
some
no.
velvet, maybe some hot chocolate, get yourself in
No,
the
no.
mood?
Man.
He had to drink blood from wine glass.
Some True Blood.
Man, I can't tell you about the sigils and stuff, all right?
Oh
I'm
no,
sorry.
that's a secret. That's a secret
Yeah,
formula.
you
Right.
came up with
No.
some crafty stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
you did.
So I was trying to be dark without being slow dark because even like with
Yeah.
sad
Oh
music,
yeah.
I've heard some sad music and then I've heard some really sad music and it's like it's usually a drop in pace that helps with the bleakness and the lostness. So if you stay fast and dark, it gives out a different vibe than slow and dark.
Hmm.
Yeah, because we gave you. I recall when we worked together, we gave you such a vague like detail what we want. I know it was very tricky and difficult, especially because we kept coming up with different
Oh,
adjectives for you. I remember how chaotic that was.
I just
I
want some sexy goth music.
pretty much.
yeah, I'm sorry about that. Sketch was unclear. I was unsure. It was all over the place. But the fact that you came up with what you did
Right,
really was amazing. Because
right,
okay, we are not the. I'm not the easiest to work with, especially when it comes to wanting what it sounds good to the ear. Everybody has something different. That
right,
and
Oh,
that's so
my
difficult.
Michael, let me tell you, before you, there was a guy
Oh
we had a
no, no. Are we gonna bring up the tea?
I don't know. I don't think we should, right?
You do it. Just do it. Just don't
There
name
was a
names.
less than.
Yeah,
Just be
well,
allegedly.
yeah, the guy got really mad because we turned him down.
Ah, right. Well, and
Oh,
I feel like that's another reason that I wrote the music over screen share. You know, I was like, what's the point in spending hours
yeah.
on something that when you send it over is just gonna be, I
Right.
don't know. You know, if you can just connect to them as you're in the zone, be like, hey, I'm in the zone, I'm writing. What does this sound
Hmm.
like? Good. Okay, now go away.
Yep, that
Right.
makes perfect sense.
Right.
Leave me alone. Let me cook.
Let
Right.
me cook. Yeah.
Well, I
That's
honestly would I want to try writing on a stream or something because I kind of like when people are there like you know they just
Right.
let you know right
me
because I can
too.
do 40
Yeah.
takes, you know, the riff, and when I start out and I first pick up the guitar, you know, I'm playing notes, and then like 40 takes later during guitar I'm famous for this. When I record, I'm trying to double take and I'm trying to double take and I'm just trying to get that riff to a second
True.
time, but then I mess up so hard that I create some version of the riff that I didn't mean to that somehow is better. So I have like 40, like I got to use like takes 38 and 39. It's, you know,
I think you want like to start something that you're not sure if you're ready to start live
right,
as we speak. Hint hint.
right. Yeah,
Hmm.
right.
You got some
No,
beats for us? You got something to show us? Have you been working on something?
Dude, I heard some of your recent
I,
stuff. I heard you got really better compared to when you were in Bloodbound. Your stuff
right.
kind of slaps.
Yeah, I can, oh,
Or,
actually,
as a matter of fact, can you show us some of your recent stuff or something that you're proud of?
yeah, I can do, I'm actually about to
Oh
release
my.
something with a buddy that we did a video for and whatnot, so we can actually just watch that over the stream if you'd like.
Let's
Yes.
do this.
Do a little sneak peek of the video.
Yeah, share
Oh,
your screen
please.
and yeah, by all means.
Okay, let's see. I'll just do the whole screen.
Yeah, do the whole
But we'll need
screen.
to know if
If I can hear it, then
sound.
if I can
Oh, you
hear
know
it,
what? I actually have a workaround for that because. Oh, wait, no, I don't. I was gonna
Uh-oh.
say that the ADAT trick. I might be able to loop back. We'll figure it out.
Hmm.
Maybe Discord will just work with me. That would be great.
yeah,
Hopefully.
maybe it'll be the first time.
Okay.
You gotta figure a way how to host these and display these showcasings.
Right.
Right.
Because people got so many, like last time with freaking Chanets, his stuff was all over, like it was all not working and it was like all getting messed up.
Right. Yeah, that loop. Yeah, it's hard to just with the routing of things to not have the sounds like when I go to do this, I'm worried that your voices will like loop back through if I share the system audio. Do you know what I mean? So
Oh,
I'm
totally
hoping that
understand.
Discord is smart enough. But either way, I can just be quiet long enough to show you guys the video and the song.
Heck
Either way.
yeah.
No
Here, I'll do
worries. Let's do
60
this.
FPS. We'll do source.
Okay.
We'll just go straight up live. We're doing fuck it, we're doing it live.
Let me watch your
Heck
stream. That full screen. Ignore that.
Okay.
Oh wait. Let's see. I gotta double screen this. Oh wait. I'm seeing what you're seeing. Okay, great.
Is it uh connected to the stream where you
Yeah,
can
it's
see it?
connected.
Okay.
Nope. I don't want you to update. Nope, I don't want you to update. All right, here we go.
Let me tell you
Pay
if
no
I hear
attention. You
sound.
did not see all those tabs,
Uh,
actually.
No.
make sure you close all your corn, please.
What?
Make sure you close all your corn.
Yep. That's in a private window. Wait, I don't have that open. Do
Oh
I? Yep, there we go.
Yeah. Wait, you're gonna get me canceled, bro.
no.
I know.
No, I'm just playing. But can we test for audio first?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, we hear
There
that.
we go. We hear
Okay,
it.
Okay.
cool.
Ooh.
Get that
Okay,
that
I don't
that
know.
So
4K,
what is this for again?
1080p,
This,
man.
this is my project. Like, this is the first project I've ever done with like a vocalist, and then I'm just
Mm.
doing the rest of the band.
Oh.
And we're gonna try to use this to maybe even find band members.
Oh, dang.
That's
Advertising.
cool.
Right?
Hey, if it works, it works.
It does. I'm hoping it will. All right, let's see.
Give me that corn vibes right there.
For real.
The
Can you higher
intro
the
actually.
volume?
What's that?
Can you higher the volume?
Of the audio or?
Oh, audio, yeah. Higher it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Give
There
us
you
all
go.
that full blast.
There you go.
Oh, what's this awesome song? Wow,
It's not bad.
this is amazing. I love the background,
I know.
the effects. It's going with definitely the vocals and the guitar. This is horny music. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry about that.
Was it too loud?
God. Perfect.
Nice visuals.
This is amazing. I love the couch with the Hawaiian print or the leaves. Yeah,
I like the flares and
I know.
the light reflection on the,
Right? He really did a good job on the editing.
and then the guitar is nice too. How it hides in the
Yeah,
black
I
in
love
black.
the shadows, the lights. Yeah.
Look at the face tracking on that. I think I have those speakers. Are they Elisa's? Oh no.
Oh, those are KRK Rockets.
Yeah, those are cool.
This song's fun.
I got Elisa's. I don't know if you ever heard of them.
Oh, nice.
You gotta link us.
I
to
like
the page.
Elisa's speakers, honestly. Like,
I mean, they're
man,
starter
I heard
ones for
some
me.
that don't even have a sub that were putting out better sub frequencies than a sub I've had. So, I mean, that should.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta link the song and the artist and everything, dude. This is amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
This is-
What's the artist name?
Yeah, give us the artist.
Divinator?
Yeah, it's great.
What Nader?
Divinator?
Divinator. Okay.
Yeah, like one who does
Oh,
divination.
You gotta
Gotcha.
link that.
And you produce the music?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome, man.
This is amazing, dude. This song is literally it. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh dang, the ending. The ending. Oh dang.
Dang, the ending
He's
is
up top.
epic. The climax.
Oh, the duplication right there.
Oh damn, Superman. Oh yeah, this video. This video is like
That's everything.
video of the year.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yes. It was epic, dude.
The ending was awesome.
Thank you. I thought so too, because I really only saw the flying part on that last day that we met up, because he had just finished
Wow.
the edits, and I'm like, dude, that looks good actually,
Looks
like
like
cheesy
crap.
and good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, everything collided so well together. Like that's the most recent thing you have worked on. Like dang.
Yeah.
I felt really
Wow.
nice.
It's
Man,
amazing.
if you're
Right.
hey, that's awesome.
Like sometimes we have to do a wellness check on you and see what's going on with you, bro. And we have to see if everything's all right. And I'm glad to see that you're making some bangers.
Right. Well, that's the funny thing.
Seriously.
Life has been just life and the life out of me, but I am still just like, I've never used that as a, well, okay, sometimes I do, but I use it as a, I try not to use it as a reason to not do anything, but
Dude.
but yeah, no, if
You're an
anything, I
artist.
could at least sound better.
Bro, you're an
Is my-
artist. That if an artist didn't go through what they went through, would they be able to create what they created? Like, come on, ask yourself that.
Right.
Definitely.
God, deep
Yeah.
with you right there, huh? Jack
I,
to make
You
it bring
really
that
do. I'm
up.
like, I'm trying. I like that. Really is what it is, and I just don't want to be that guy that's like, yeah, it's just pain.
yeah.
Yeah,
It is no, dude. There's something diabolical about being in like
Life in general.
life
yeah,
intense, going through some crazy stuff in the middle, having like on your phone dealing with all a million. Dude, the best inspiration comes from like like tension, like stress tensions. Like
right.
it's wild. Like even last minute like deadline type stuff. I'm so like on like I'm so like known for like last minute.
Just
Or
making some magic last minute. I really feel that. I feel like I've almost done that for you. I remember we were approaching the deadline for the video, and I'm just like, well, you just got to do it. Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
Sometimes,
life.
sometimes life
I
is
hate
life.
deadlines, but you
I
gotta
don't
do
like
it.
deadlines, but you have to do it. You have to get something
Yep.
out there. You gotta put something
yeah,
out there, and you gotta definitely get yourself charged and ready for it. And the best thing sometimes comes to you in that moment. Like I feel like
yeah,
best things come to you and as an explosion, as an upright freaking collision.
yeah. There's a vocalist, Phil Bozeman, that basically says that he's like, I don't really like to write until it's time to do it, and then it flows good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
But
lie. That video was a treat.
It
thanks, man.
was, dude. Thank you for bringing that to us. That was amazing. Like
Yeah.
honestly,
Hey, Michael,
you're.
if somebody
Mhm.
wants to hear you, how could they find you? Like SoundCloud,
Um,
YouTube?
I
Give a little
I did
plug,
not
man.
pay my distro kid bill this
Uh,
year, so like everything is down except for the Bandcamp and like my scattered SoundCloud or two.
Um,
I
But
see.
that
But usually,
psyops.bandcamp is still there or whatever.
dude,
okay.
just be a good noodle and give us your social card, social and
Right.
credit card information, so people can find you easily. Wink, wink.
Right. They shouldn't need to reach me about
Perfect.
my car's warranty if they already have all the info, right?
Exactly. Right.
Is that your website?
That's the one where I release.
Oh,
That's that
awesome.
main
Awesome.
project. So this other
I'll be sure to
project
look into it. You have
is
another thing?
yeah, the one that I just showed you the video for is called Divinator. I put that there in the chat
Perfect.
as well. If you look that up on Facebook, we got a few likes going on the page, but we're really about to amp up that like, hey, me and him decided it's better to have a finished product and
Mm.
whatnot than to hype a non-finished product because it's just not 2010 anymore. I
Yeah,
remember
people
I'd be
are.
so excited seeing like, oh my god, my new favorite band is writing music. Like,
Right.
People are impatient nowadays. They need it
yeah,
Oh
now.
yeah. It's because everything is like so accessible to you,
yeah,
and like give me this, order me that, deliver me this and that, and then to release music too. It's pretty wild, and people.
yeah,
And
because you can publish it yourself and have to link everybody. That's the one thing I've noticed. Like, if you do the DistroKid thing, you have to like market it yourself.
Yep.
Assuming that marketing your stuff wasn't in like a promotional package with a label or something, because that would be cool to get in a way. But
And that applies
yeah,
to game developing too.
yes,
yeah,
that's the
Yeah.
thing I noticed. You really have to market yourself, especially as an artist. Like you really, I have a lot of friends who are musicians as well,
uh-huh.
and even the ones that are like actually like pretty locally known and out there, they have to do a lot of hustling. They have to do a lot of like not just music making. They have to really put themselves out there, and it's pretty
Right.
heavy.
It's
What's crazy is you have to make your life available to be able to do this too. Like this,
Yeah.
it's like you have to. I'm life be life in me, so I'm not in the ideal like situation. But yeah, that would.
right.
Um,
Yeah, and
It
that
lifestyle
is
is
why I
difficult.
started this YouTube channel. Honestly, I was just busy deving and never focused on creating an audience. And with this YouTube channel, oh, just so you know, we just reach our 1K subscriber.
oh, okay, heck yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was our yeah
Congratulations, by the
milestone.
way.
Yeah, thank you. It
Like,
took
yeah,
dang.
under less than a year. I was surprised.
I know.
yeah,
I was like, dang, you were just doing this out of like your pocket, and I didn't think you were gonna I thought it was just gonna be something like every now and then, but this actually became something more like you've been producing more like content like crazy, like woodwork.
There's more back end development going into this than there is a lot of like stuff out there. It's insane. Like Dark Undead and
Tennis.
Sketchy just really be up in
Yeah.
the game. Like, hey, how does this reload animation look from 100 meters away? Like,
Yeah.
just thinking of
Yeah,
the little stuff. Whereas, it's just too easy to just buy assets from Unreal, slap them in, and boop.
for reals.
Uh,
But people, I mean, true gamers do notice it.
right.
Yeah,
What's
real
funny is that if
recognize
this keeps
real.
happening, people aren't even going to give any credit to Unreal if it keeps happening. The
Pretty
Unreal Engine,
much.
because it's like it doesn't matter how good it looks if or this is almost kind of what happened with like the Fortnite thing. They said you could make a bunch of different other kind of games out of the Fortnite like developer package, but all you can really do is like it was hit and miss with the
Yeah, I actually did dive into the Fortnite stuff. You
yeah
were,
with Dark, right?
yeah, you were limited, but you were able to do a lot as well. But
Yeah.
what threw me off was that stupid games like a box game were the ones that are getting more plays, as opposed
Right.
to like hundreds and hundreds of hours of developing getting no attention. Just a
Yeah.
stupid box with a llama in the middle, pretty much, got everyone playing.
I know. The red versus blue is pretty decent, but yeah, some of them I'm just like, okay, this is. I'll bet you all 12,000 players of that game mode are like, children.
Yeah, pretty much. But they are doing pretty cool stuff. Not gonna lie,
Yeah,
Fortnite.
and I'd rather have my kid on some Fortnite mod than some of the other stuff out there.
Understandable. You don't want them having playing Nicki Minaj on Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
no.
yeah, right. Like you try to keep their world small, and then these people just make.
Make
Yeah,
it.
parenting is hard. I am not.
So I know life has been lifing, but curious question. What are your thoughts on music and AI? And this is
Oh
something
yeah,
that
that's
is
that's a
getting
good question.
everybody riled up because it's not just
Right,
music, it's
right.
It's
also
art.
videos, it's art.
You're right.
It,
It's not just music. Now
it's
that it's getting to music, there's a bunch of people in music that can make a stink, but you know who already got wiped out? Logo designers. All
oh
these
yeah,
people.
of course.
All these people have already been wiped out.
Oh yeah.
The AI, but AI with music will be different. What I'm worried about is not fake music, but the fake liking of music.
What do
Um,
you what do you mean?
And
Things
some
being
people,
artificially catapulted to the front of the algorithm simply for who made
Oh
it type of deal, which we already see bad enough with humans. You know,
yeah.
Drake videos have what 30 billion freaking views on them average, and it's like, okay, so did everybody in the whole world watch 8 times, or did everybody in every single hood everywhere
Right?
watch 30 times? Like,
They're like
which is it?
they're like harvesting likes and shares and freaking subs like on a massive scale.
Right. And then you go look at some of these profiles, if you're me,
Yeah.
and it's just like bot, bot, bot. And it's just like, dude,
Yeah.
YouTube, everyone wants to talk about the Twitter bots, but man, the YouTube bots make or
Your
break these
word.
channels half the time, man. Come on.
Yeah.
definitely.
That's
Oh, he got
amazing.
roasted by Kendrick. I don't know if you heard.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, they've opened up a can of worms, but all
And
I can
now
say
now
is if
Drake
you
is
thought that some of
suing,
those
right?
dudes were joking about pimping, I guess you were wrong, weren't you?
Uh, eek.
I
I
always thought
don't
that was one
know.
weird aspect of the music, bragging about pimping, but there never being any
Right?
like
Yeah.
repercussions of it or anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then
What
again,
what
if it's just an outlet, you know what I mean? We don't know if he really means it or not. Like I listen to Project Pat. It's like 90% robbing.
oh no.
You know what I mean? But he's not really out there doing that anymore.
Hey,
Did
do
I
you
don't
you
know.
do
call
anything outside of rock or?
Yes, yes. So,
oh
um, let me look on Dropbox. I'm pretty sure I might have showed you this one where it was like a song that goes from like drum and bass to dubstep, but it's like kind of a longer one.
ee.
Been a
So,
while. I'm trying to remember.
yeah.
I think I heard it.
Um, So yeah, I've been messing around. I'm actually secretly now, not so secretly. Like I got this DJ deck a year or so ago, and
Hmm.
um, kind of getting Ableton set up to be able to crank out some more uh,
Did you move your
not
DAW?
metal. No, well, I like having multiples. Like
There
I
you
have an
go.
old Pro Tools set up for just that old Pro Tools sound, which is like um, those not not perfect mixes like what we have now, but really good mixes, like those Coldplay albums, like those early 2000s like rich Californian
Oh,
mixes that you could only get by getting all the Pro Tools crap. So like I over the years got the crap, and then so but yeah, so I have all the quote unquote all the DAWs, but I've used them all. I'm still writing on Reaper mostly for the metal and stuff.
Gotcha. You always got that one favorite one that you always go back to, right?
What do you mean?
That
Oh,
DAW that
like
you go.
yeah, Reaper for sure, because I you know it's
My favorite is, I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's Serato. It's kind of new.
Serato. Yeah, that's the DJ program I use.
Oh yeah, but they also have like a DAW, Serato Studio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you should check it out. It does I guess it, how do you say it, auto detects the chords and puts it in the right places.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. You can do that with Ableton too. Just set it to minor, and then like when you press a key that would normally be an out of key note, it just like makes it one of the in key notes.
I never knew the magic behind it. I just know it
Huh.
works.
Right. Oh man, this is mostly metal in the Dropbox. I apologize. And I
Hey, no
feel like
worries. Do you have anything, you have another music video or
oh,
another
here's a
song?
house track.
oh, nice.
Make sure you
You
share
like
your screen.
house?
Right.
You know what I do want to know? I wonder, do you have any horror sounds or any ambient sounds background?
Um, I'm sure I do. I get a lot of samples. I download a lot of samples. And I did this soundtrack for this game. What was that one? That was okay. Let me go look at my indie DB.
Yeah, go for that.
I'm like, wait, what was that game called?
Oh, you're an indie DB?
Yeah, that's actually where I want to
Okay.
say I found you guys.
Really?
Originally, as I
Oh.
saw you guys on the front page of
Um,
IndieDB and was just like, that's a game I could get behind.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, me too. Or no,
yeah.
this was Soulbound, the other Bound game.
Oh, okay.
So I worked on two Bound games. Soulbound, this like
Wow.
side-scrolling, like kind of, I don't even know what you would call that.
You really like to get bounded, huh?
Whoa. Whoa. Can you keep
Uh,
this PG-13, please?
Oh,
Thank you.
that my
right,
bad.
right, right, right.
Shame on you. No, but
I
what got
already done said the F word quietly at the beginning.
I
for
mean,
real? What got you?
well, let's keep
What
it
got you into
mature.
music? What got you into music? Like what got you
Um,
started? Like I want to know.
well, I feel like it probably started with some hedonism, some escapism, some
Got you.
fantasy. Um,
There
An
you go.
original Anthony
there's,
Bourdain
I
story.
remember one the Warp Tour 2010 really fucking changed. Sorry, whoa, hey, but
That's
just bleep me. It really changed me as far as wanting to be the musician more than because in 2010 it was like I was like really good at trumpet and violin in middle school and elementary school, and then like didn't do anything for all
well.
pretty much like almost senior year. And
Mhm.
then I like my drummer for my band, Judea at the time, he said if you want to actually get really better, just learn guitar.
Mm.
And so I
Yeah, that's very
started learning guitar.
I tried.
Uh,
Every time I
right.
leave it, I just completely forget.
Right. Well, and the other thing is the practicing like settings. Like if you have a bunch of like judgy people around your age
Hmm.
around you, it's a lot harder to be able to noodle around.
It's because of the
Uh,
pressure.
yeah, like you know,
I was a
God
band geek,
forbid you
by the
sound like
way.
jazz or something, you know, like.
I was a band geek for so many years from middle school to high school. I
Okay.
was in marching band. And I also played, I wanted to play guitar, but I have stubby short fingers, so I stuck to the bass.
Nice. Yeah.
What is
Easier.
the difference between composing like video game music as
Mm.
as as for like regular rock music?
Well, luckily for the way that you guys have it set up for me, I don't have to learn like what is that called? F Studio or whatever it is to like I'm
Oh,
not
really?
literally in the engine placing the sounds,
Mm. Yeah, yeah,
which
yeah.
helps a lot
Yeah.
because I feel like that because I've in my uh, journey with this whole thing, I stumbled across this lady Winifred Phillips, and like basically um from her remem remembered and found the guy who made the soundtrack for a game that I played for like a decade called Planet Side 2. His name's Jeff Broadbent, and I
Hmm.
like this is the like one of those times where I'll give social media some praise for all that is bad that comes with it. There is also the fact that those people that you think are so famous and above you are so held to responsiveness on things like Facebook and whatnot that like I've gotten replies back from like Jeff in like a matter, and Winifred in like a matter of hours. You think you're a
Mhm.
nobody, and then you just go message them. They'll treat you with the utmost respect. They'll like repost your
Wow.
stuff. It's amazing. Anyway, I found her, and she was showing like the engines and stuff like that, and that's when I kind of got like a little bit discouraged about the future of it all,
Yeah.
because I'm like I'm like a Mick Gordon. Like I like to make the music in the background and it pays off in its own way versus if I was the king of the overarching sound design, then I wouldn't be able to put out as good a quality um just naturally through having less time. But that's also a time management thing on my end, and I'm trying to get better at that.
Yeah,
Got you.
you want to refine your work in an efficient manner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And if
I
I had to
understand that.
place every little thing on the maps, I think I would get little I'd be more yeah, it'd be different than if I can just be where I am now, which is what I like about our situation.
Do you ever draw
Well,
inspiration from like non-musical sources like movies, books?
Um, I'm sure I do, but when I get into that zone, it's a very like in the moment. Um, have you
Understandable.
ever heard
connecting
of
the dots.
angular riffing?
Yes.
So angular riffing is like a very in the moment like playing style of guitar because it's like you're truly being random in most what like for to most people.
Hmm.
Uh, but
Sometimes you
it's
come up
about
with some good stuff like that.
You're coming up with your stuff, yeah.
yeah. Um, and I actually well, this is the part where I probably have to defend music theory. I mean, people always say that music theory would hinder their blah blah blah, and you know what? Some of them might be right. If they have their completely own improvised system that at least gives them the sound they want, I'm talking like indie guitarists who smoke and then play with the delay pedal. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I forgot where I was going with that.
It's you're talking pretty much you're explaining pretty much your
About music
workflow to us.
theory. You have to
Yeah,
defend
it's
music
not
theory.
limiting. It's like it's not limiting for me the best thing ever was figuring out that everything is major in the end, even if it's modally something else. Everything can be boiled down to major, which is what I didn't like about music school when I actually went was they were shoving this C major happy go lucky music down our throats, and I just want to learn how to write metal like Meshuggah. You
You
know,
Makes
want that
sense.
darky dark music that
Kind of
yeah,
like,
goes
like
like,
show me how to make the dark shit.
but no,
yeah.
school wants to school wants you to like play some mystical, like high octave music, like all jolly and
Yeah,
shit.
no, like seriously, like emphasis on the high octaves for real. Like they literally, like they just cannot stand modern metal because
Give
it's
us
so
more
bassy and
whirls and
chuggy and stuff.
twirls. Give us
Right.
more of a spindle.
If
We're
that music
too
was so good to them, they would be researching what is already out there. Like if you think
right.
opera is the best music in the world, instead of like being mad that there's no good opera coming out now, just go explore. Just go explore. Just, like
Mm.
explore the people who did already put that out, Like
I
there's so
really
much
do. I really do
music.
like melodic opera though, like metal, dark metal opera. I don't know.
Okay, almost like a Transylvania orchestra or
Uh,
Trans-Siberian Orchestra type
like
of deal, or
Cradle of Filth before they sold out.
ah,
Before they sold out.
before they sold out,
Yeah.
right? I feel that. Yeah,
Before the
Cradle.
music sounded like like a macaroni and cheese box, like all generic and shit.
Right. Man, some of
Like
that older Cradle, like that's kind of man, you want to talk about sexy? That's kind of they were ex- they had some sexy vibes on some of those
they did, and then
earlier stuff.
they got modern and
Yeah,
they
Dimmu
got sexy.
Borgir as well.
Yes. Oh my god.
Like their '90s album For All Tid, like that's some straight good black metal right there.
Well, it could have been used in an 8-bit like platformer, like Castlevania type of game,
Oh, I know.
and and if they continued that route, they sound like freaking
Yeah.
Little Caesars $5 pizza,
Pizza, pizza.
pizza. Except it's music, the same shit that comes out every day.
I know.
It's like I said, like you
It-
said, it's all
yeah.
those octaves, all those majors that they put on that pattern, that formula. It's all the same. Even with rap music, now it's out. They're like, and then they pop a beat,
Right, and then the
and
beat
that's
is essentially
pirate.
just like boom,
It's
boom, boom,
a slap or a
boom,
kick. Yeah,
boom, boom. I'm just
yeah.
like, whoa.
Oh, that
So wait, if
slaps,
I make
Michael.
metal with 2 notes, I'm lame.
Bass
But
for
if
your
I make
car.
rap with 2 notes, I'm the shit.
Yeah,
That's how it
and
is.
then you have to like rap like Bone Thugs.
No, people don't even rap like Bone Thugs anymore.
Right, they can't. They
They
don't know.
can't. Oh, maybe now with
Machine
ChatGPT.
Gun Kelly tried it. Remember? He tried
Machine
it.
Gun Kelly is just a different person.
He tried to
Yeah.
be a
His
He
rapper.
clone can't sing as well.
He's cool.
he got
Hey, that guy's
defeated.
definitely a clone.
He got too defeated by Eminem that he had to change genre.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
I mean, good for him. He's making more money probably
Right?
Is he? Is
with
he?
yeah.
He's still cashing his check from the Megan Fox OFs.
Oh, I know.
I was gonna say that, but I don't want to. I don't want to expand into that because I work with
Sorry.
relatives of Megan Fox.
Yes. Oh, I
Oh,
apologize.
hello.
Yeah.
We love your
That's
family. She's awesome.
oh, yes.
That's
He's great.
yeah. That's why I had to stop myself.
Yeah, that's it.
So yeah.
Um,
Anyways, so Michael, can we get to the fun part and show us some technique with the DAW that you use? Some maybe give us a tutorial on how you create music. How do you start?
Sure. So,
Make sure
screen share incoming.
yeah. Just pretend we are your pupils and you're putting us on game.
yeah, teach me
Right.
how to make music, bro. I suck.
Teach me how to
Right.
Dougie.
That's
Yeah.
funny. I'm a little bit different in the way I go about guitar. Uh,
Let's do this.
so the way I do guitar is I have what's called an axe effects, and uh it's like a unit that processes all the guitar for me so that I don't have to use like plugins, because plugins, as awesome as they are for the people that it's awesome for, uh aren't as awesome for people that it's not as awesome for. So yeah. I actually, yeah, and a couple of years ago, I was in an actual situation to like chug out of a cab and like play out of, just like that. Playing out of a cab feeling is different than playing not with it. It's different.
I haven't seen this tool in a while. Last time I used it was for
What's the
vocals.
difference?
What,
Eh,
Reaper?
Yeah,
Yeah, so this
Reaper.
is Reaper with a Pro Tools uh theme. Yeah.
Ah, that's a crazy amount of stuff that I'm looking at right now. Can't even
Yeah,
imagine.
this is this song that is on my 8 string that is almost done. I figure I'd just show this one to you guys. Uh, so yeah, guitars.
So as
I can't like
so
show you the chain was what I was kind of getting at. Like I can't literally show you how I made
Mhm.
the tone up because it's like a lot of settings within my Axe effects.
got it.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
but I can show you other stuff.
So from a novice perspective, can you tell us what's going on? Like, are these all different tracks?
Yeah, so these are all. I try to be good about the name.
Yeah,
So
it
these
looks like
are
you do.
yeah.
Let's
So
let's see
the only
this
thing
one
that doesn't
called.
usually get names is my, and that's usually at the very end when I'm like exporting the tracks to go into another thing, like one of my
Hmm.
other rigs or something. Then I'll like name them a lot. But then if I just know.
You know what they are.
Uh, yeah, so we have the guitars up here. I got a couple bass tracks, and then everything
Oh,
buses.
Got it.
Uh,
what a professional. He knows. He knows. He just knows. He doesn't need to name every freaking instrument or every sound. He just knows that. That's what I like to see.
right.
This-
Well, the art of mixing really comes. I forgot who the heck it was because they deserve the credit for it, and that sucks that I don't remember. But EQ, compression, and saturation are the three. You don't have to think about the auto tune and all that. Uh, well, maybe not auto tune, but other effects like clippers and whatnot. You don't have to think about all that if you just get through doing a good mix with EQ, compression, and saturation. So
Oh,
I forgot who said that, but man, like the more that time went on, I'm like, okay, I see you.
I'm still trying to grasp the
What's
compression and
going
all
on.
that. No,
Okay,
not
so
not on
oh,
the
okay.
DAW, just the compression and all that.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been tweaking it with I don't know. I have this DAW that you can tweak the graph going up and down. That's
Oh,
the
Pro Q.
basics. Yeah,
Nice.
Hey, this is honestly interesting. Like, what is this program you're using? Reaper?
Yeah.
Wait,
it's
what
free,
is it?
right?
Uh,
Oh,
the, they
actually,
say
I don't think
it's
so.
it's not, but it is at the same time. Like they don't. How would you even put that? Besides, if I can just make that box pop back up. Yeah, this one. It's a paid
Hmm.
software product. If you use it for more than 60 days, you are quote unquote required to purchase a license. Well, that's
Wow.
weird because I've been using it for 77 days
oh, you
and
passed.
not.
You
Wow.
gotta
So,
run Reaper 40 times.
so
It
they're
counts
they're
your
just
hours.
unreasonably awesome about not enforcing their crap, which is
Yeah,
cool.
that's cool.
That is
You
pretty
know,
cool.
you don't have to freaking pay $200 for it. FL Studio, and then like you know,
You
Gotcha.
and and
I'm gonna edit that out.
yeah, yeah, please do.
I like subliminal messages in between the stream.
Right. Just be like, why? What did he bleep? Yeah, you don't want
People are gonna go back and clip it.
to know. Well, well, I mean, that's a funny thing to. Things are tricky like that now because you don't want to not be who you are, but you
Right?
don't want to ruin it for everybody. You know, like
Right.
the guy from Tenacious D said one
Mhm.
thing on stage,
Oh,
you
Oh
know,
yeah, Jack
and
Black.
then now yeah,
yeah.
no,
He's
the other
done.
guy that was part of Tenacious D said the thing, and then Jack Black kind of just
Oh,
cut ties with him and whatnot. You know, I don't want to accidentally do that,
what?
I,
but you
I
know,
thought Jack Black also got some heat for saying that Trump should have got shot or something.
oh right, yeah, I'm sure, yeah,
Yeah,
well.
that too.
Or
That was
or
like
he was or he was
1998.
mad because they missed it or they missed him.
I remember that too. It was like, oh, okay then.
No, he more because like
I'm
now
like I'm like, Jack Black is gonna get canceled?
Right,
Who?
Kind of hard to
You're
believe,
not
but
safe anymore.
right.
no, look at James Franco. He got canceled too. People
Did
don't
he?
know, but he got quietly canceled. Yeah,
Oh
Oh,
no.
I did not
a lot
know
of
that.
people don't know that, but he did. That's why you don't see him.
Right. See,
Yeah,
and
Well,
that's the kind of
yeah.
canceling I can handle. When they just kind of
yeah,
blacklist them. Oh, hey, did you know that's a bad word? I did not know
yeah.
that.
I've
But when they like ban them, here, we'll try to, well,
actually
they
that I've
banned them from
Yeah,
movies.
they will.
wait. What happened? Kind of
It's
curious.
Brendan
a lot.
Fraser his ass.
That's what
Okay.
happened to Brendan Fraser too. What James Franco did was he pretty much, when I was in film school, there was programs that celebrities would start. Like this is the abridged version. James Franco was part of an educational program for young filmmaker students or people who want to be like young actors and actresses. He pretty much
Hmm.
was taking advantage of his status in his class,
Mm,
and he
yeah.
was
Ah,
using these students and these young girls pretty much couch casting them, pretty much saying, "Oh,
ah.
Yeah.
you
So
That's
know,
standard,
interesting.
so standard Hollywood practice then.
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah, yeah." Except he got caught like a dumbass, you know. That's the only difference.
Well, good.
He
I
deserved it. He
mean,
was a
Uh,
creep. He was a creep.
yeah. But
Yeah,
then
it took P
again,
Diddy a while.
propaganda be
yeah,
crazy these days.
yeah. But it would also be propaganda to make a awesome track too nowadays in this crazy lingering world of cancellation
Yeah.
All
and
right.
random chaotic music in games.
All right. Back to
Chaotic
the
music is
music.
on the rise again. It's awesome.
Oh, is it?
Mm.
Cause I'm into stuff heavier than or crazier I should say than Meshuggah, right? Like these bands
Mhm.
Frontier and whatnot. Man, like the band Car Bomb, like people love the crazy, and I think that's what it was. Is that we always needed a style of metal that was reflective of the actual chaos of reality instead of melodicizing and romanticizing it. That's why Death Metal
Yeah,
got so big and stuff like that.
yeah.
Just like the
And
actual sounds of aggression.
music keeps evolving. Like genres keep evolving. Uh,
Oh, I know.
there's things like lo-fi and like jazz, cyberpunk. Like there's actual genres like jazz cyberpunk type stuff. It's wild.
Right.
Music is always
I'm gonna
changing.
try to find the site, but there's a site where it like tries to keep track of every genre ever.
What? There's
Hey,
only
Michael, have you ever heard of Brain FM?
Uh-uh.
oh, of course you would ask him this.
Yeah, just wondering. Like, do you believe that some frequencies can make you focus?
Ah, okay, okay. Ha.
Whoa, what
There's
About
the?
that.
another musical theory for him.
By the way, it's everynoise.com.
Every
Every
knows.
number.
That's a good.
He,
That's a cool
Everynoise.com. It
website.
lists every type of genre
Every
out
knows that.
there.
Oh, this
this
is
So
is
like
good.
if you want to know where we got, Croatian metal, or
wow. Yeah,
I
that
mean
is
that would
big.
have formed naturally just because of geographical
Yeah, yeah.
location plus metal, but like this stuff like dark techno here at the top, you know what I mean? It's like
Dark techno.
You know, Sketch says I have a particular taste in music. I'm not gonna say the detail of the name,
Please
but I
don't.
will tell you.
Please don't.
I won't. I won't. I won't. Trust me. But
You
I
could
will
you could
tell you.
send it to
I will
Michael in
tell
a
him
DM.
private. Okay,
what is it?
You
listen.
could do it
Is
right
the
now
the
if you
name of the
want.
genre is dirty? Oh man.
No, yeah.
Okay,
See if you can find it.
Michael.
Hmm.
Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you this privately, but do not
Hey, don't look at
repeat
your
it out.
DMs.
I'm gonna do it privately.
At least let me close the stream.
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no.
you're good. You're
I'm
good.
doing it. I'm doing it privately.
Oh,
Okay.
you better have a
He,
second
he's talking about
monitor.
my end. Oh shoot.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
ever?
Don't show.
I'll
Don't
stop
show.
the I'll stop the
Okay.
stream. There you go.
Okay. No. You're good. I closed the screen.
I'm sorry. I'm scaring you guys.
It's all good. I just want the people who've already heard me say the F word and S word four
You're
times
good.
to know that we care about.
Is there a genre for that, Michael?
Here. I'm gonna send it to you, Michael. That's what it is. That's what he
But I feel
considers
like
my favorite.
Roxy's into that kind of music.
Ah, yes,
Is
yes,
there?
right,
And another one.
yes.
What was that Russian band that goes
Usually,
everything I
usually
said?
these things are just called bad music.
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm just
How dare you?
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
But okay, let's see.
I'm being heckled here. How dare you? That's what you consider.
Roxy,
Or that band
Roxy,
called.
just to verify, does it start with the L?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
perfect.
and then oh, and this one in particular, just because of that, because of this one song that I listened to one time in the '90s. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and
Yep.
because I
You
I, I
And that was
like.
a good song too. I literally know I know what she's referring to. Hey, they were a good little project. I had my little MP3 player full of like,
Right.
man, like freaking Cascade and all kinds of stuff that
Oh
wasn't
my
exactly like
god.
hardcore techno.
Right.
Like there's sometimes that I'll hear like a house beat and I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like it just like it doesn't
Old school house, dude. Like it's where it's at, and it was so eccentric and so ahead of its time, but it was so vivid and like,
eccentric. That's a good word for it. Where
yeah,
it's like the upbeat was just so hard. It was like distracting. Like
yeah,
even as a
yeah.
kid, you're like, why does the beat go scots scots? You know what I mean? Like
Or
you're like,
or
what's with that upbeat?
why does it sound like there's lasers all over the room and stuff?
Right?
Yeah,
You
and
guys are
like
too much.
I'm just saying, music has a crazy way of working,
Yeah.
and it has its tonals and it has its different
All
like.
Right.
right, all right. Let's get back
Sometimes
on
when I
track.
write,
Let's get back on
sometimes
track,
when I
guys.
write, yeah,
Mhm.
okay. Sometimes when I write, I, you know how I told you about the zone? So like I have a couple times in like dreams and whatnot had like a real
Hmm.
atmosphere to put it to as well. Like I try, I guess this would be like a good way to put it. The music from
Are we talking about the
the music
frequencies?
from the basement, the music my well yeah, just like how I kind of if there's like if I could create a sound for my style, I would call it like the it would be like the music from those basement, not even basement, just like I don't know, it's just like
The warehouse.
mysterious goth raves where
Yeah, the
you know I don't know,
warehouses.
like I've almost like seen I don't know. Some every once in a while I have a dream where I'm like a musician who's touring, and like those are just like my favorite effing dreams. Like there's so much nervousness because you're like you know that you don't know the songs. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
then comes time to play, and like
Just flows
you
naturally.
it just yeah it just flows naturally. Like I've made
Yeah.
some of the heaviest music I've ever made in my head in a dream, improvising, quote unquote. You know what I mean? Like
On the
it's just
spot.
insane like how you can go about writing
So
music
so you
to give it a
you
vibe.
pretty much DJ in your own head right that moment.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is. You're
Yeah,
more of
and
a
stuff
DJ
like
in your
that
head.
giant list I told you guys about, that stuff just helps me be more descriptive. You know, because I already kind of had those descriptions in my head. You know what I mean? You hear like the Blade Blood Rave song, and you're like, okay, this is kind of some darker techno.
That's why
You know
you
what I
were
mean?
asking
Love
us
that
about
song.
sounds and noise, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I like everybody has their own workflow, and I guess yours is wanting to know what kind of sound and noise and what kind of genre people want to go for. And I think
Yeah.
that's the trick, especially with video games when they're all ambiance and whatnot.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
and you want to be able to have variety. I mean, being a one-trick pony, if you're getting paid really good for it, can be nice and stuff. I mean,
Right.
have fun not getting reverse engineered, but uh, it's I definitely saw over time the value of being able to write like some more normal
Mhm.
stuff. I'd probably have to find it on the Dropbox. I can show you guys like almost like a softer side,
Yeah,
if that makes sense. I have like this Michael's Originals folder on my Dropbox,
Mhm.
um,
the
and it was full of
originals.
some goodies.
Unless
Oh
unless you
shoot!
want to go back to the DAW and show us what you were
Oh
cooking.
yeah, oh yeah, that song I never played for you guys.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I can play that.
let's do
play
this.
that.
Play that shit one more game.
Play that. Shit.
Yeah, I kind of want to give like indie devs a little bit of a I want to showcase what you do behind the scenes.
Right, right. I just be writing.
You be
I just be
writing.
writing and copy pasting, as you can see. So ideally, this would get like a couple more takes recorded once I've like solidified the idea and whatnot.
But you do
But
strum.
You
often
gotta
the
show
idea
your
is not
screen.
solidified until I copy paste. So
But you do strum the guitar.
yeah. So guitar's real. Bass not even in this song yet.
Can
Uh,
Can you
drums,
hear it?
I got pretty realistic sounding fake drums, I would like to think.
wait, I need to. You're not sharing your screen.
Oh no. Okay, hold on.
Oh no.
Doodly.
There you go.
All right. What was I saying? Oh yeah, no bass. Uh,
Okay.
the drums. I also write in sections because the drums are easy to write for that section rather than the other methods.
I see.
So
Yeah, it
yeah.
is easier that way.
Oh,
Okay, I think we're good.
very nice.
Nice drum.
Giving me Killing Floor vibes. I love it.
I don't know the name of the song, but it's giving me. I'm trying to remember the name of the song.
Dude, this is badass.
It is.
I
Thank you.
love your drums.
Roxy, can you sing to this? Can you do some screamo? Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Roar!
My life is life.
You're too much.
Alright. You got a little like got a little reminiscent, you know, sound like a zombie in the background.
Sorry.
Really
Oh,
like
you're
it.
good.
Oh, I like that.
I'm getting into this.
Me
It's
too.
not even my genre.
Thank you.
Right?
I know it's Roxy's type of music.
Excuse me? Rock type of music? What do you mean by no?
Are you gonna hand out this work to somebody, or is this for you?
For uh I'm down for either. A lot of
Okay,
times
okay.
stuff like this will just sit like that. Okay, let's just put it this way. That video I showed you guys,
Mm-hmm.
that was like a song from like last year. Like, like my dude really be taking forever to finish
Oh, wow.
for vocals and
Yeah.
whatnot. So,
Yeah,
um,
to put everything together and to synchronize it.
right. Well, and even
Time.
just liking your own stuff after 6 months or even after you're done with it can be a battle. I mean,
It
Meshuggah
is.
themselves kind of mentioned like they finish an album and like even though they're touring off it and whatnot, they really don't want to hear it.
Oh yeah, I
And
can
they,
hear
and they
you
said it
scream.
definitely doesn't hit,
Yeah.
or they joked about how people always want it to sound like the last album until the next one comes out and stuff like that, like tricky, how do I please these people type of thinking, like, oh man.
Yeah.
But
Can't
Really
please
hard.
them.
my thing is, metal
Hmm.
people aren't happy.
They're
So I'm not
not.
going to try to please them. I'm just going to try to give them heavy riffs to headbang to.
That's
Like,
what I'm
when did this
thankful
ever become
for.
about pleasing metalheads? Like, man, that's weird.
It's
Yeah,
more about getting that
true.
headbang on.
Yeah. Well, my friend Angelo put it good. He said, headbanging is how most people keep time of the music they're hearing as far as metal and
Oh,
rock.
Oh,
So I can definitely understand that.
That's
That would
actually never thought about it that way.
that naturally happens to me. If I'm listening to Meshuggah, like I'll be sitting at a stoplight, like even my chin just slightly up and down as I'm bobbing. You know what I mean? Like there's no way to not bob up and down a little bit, and that's what they
Checking
wanted.
your watch.
It's your natural body's metrotone or whatever.
Yeah, metronome. That's the one. Yeah,
Metronome. Yeah.
Wow.
metronome. Just think of a
Metronome.
shiny-faced gnome.
Have you ever worked on like some sort of like ambient sound like
Yeah, for that Soulbound game for sure. Like there, man.
you have any
Did he
like
upload
sound?
that? Like I really hope that he uploaded that.
I would like to hear it. Like
Because there is this one part that is like I built these songs in essentially layers.
wow,
So like because it was almost like a linear gameplay where
very
things
cool.
were getting more and more intense as the game went on. So I got when it came time for like intense stuff, I was able to really get like some tribal background stuff going.
Oh
Hey,
wow.
hey, Michael, are you able to do some cyberpunk type of stuff, like smooth cyberpunk? I,
Are you talking like that's
Y-
the beat
yeah,
for it?
yeah, you could
Yeah, I
say.
know exactly what you're talking about. I used to just call that slow techno because like my
Yeah.
favorite
Makes
artist,
sense.
one of my favorite artists for that kind, Astral Projection. They had this album
Oh,
or a couple albums where the very last song was like so much slower than the rest of the album, and I was like, oh, that's that coming down. There's the coming down track right there, you know.
there's
So
the rolling
I
part.
can make a coming down track, you know.
A coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh dang! I would like to hear that if you could. That would be
Soulbound, the
sick.
original soundtrack. See, I don't see. It's hard to.
Oh wow.
I just feel like not many people played it, or maybe he didn't. Yeah, see, I almost wonder if he just didn't upload it as an OST, so you'd have to like play the game to hear. Dang
Yeah.
it! I need to hit him up about that.
Go
Yeah.
to his Steam page.
Yeah, you're right. Let's see.
As if he's on Steam.
Right. Well, you know, there was an IndieDB,
Oh,
but
okay.
Oh
yeah.
nice.
Anyway, but
It's a mod.
yeah, I've experimented with some drones, some.
Alien
Give me
High.
They're harder to make.
Yo, let me hear that Alien High.
Alien High. Okay.
That sounds
Oh, that was
awesome.
this project that.
It's that wrong type of folder. That sketch should have never asked.
Somebody actually sketched them a logo, and so we tried to like use
Oh,
it
look at the alien
digitally.
on the bottom right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is so cool. It's not
Oh,
even
A
okay. I
music.
thought it
song that
was
I wrote
music.
for them is in the Michael's originals folders, though. There's
Oh,
these
here we
two,
are.
so I can show you like this is like kind of like my Zach Wild, like
Wait,
not
let me hear.
exactly soft rock, but just not metal. You know what I mean?
Give me
Like more
that
like hard
stoner
rock.
rock. Give me that.
Yeah,
stoner-
this is that stoner rock. Here we go.
And then the lo-fi one too. I want to hear that. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, let's hear it. Ooh.
I made this shit fuzzy.
Oh, dude,
I hear
yeah.
it. It sounds very saucy. It's that biker.
Yeah, I
stoner
like it.
music.
Yeah, literal.
It's giving me
That's what
Kid
I had
Rock
in my
vibes.
mind.
It's giving me Kid Rock vibes.
Yeah, this is
Rob
awesome.
Zombie vibes. I like it, dude. This makes a good bar fighting game.
I turn it to like an Egyptian sound halfway through. It's nuts.
That's awesome, dude. That's like they're tripping out at the end.
Yeah, truly.
Like it's like like they took a bunch of stuff in the bar and everything
Right.
just starts coming down
Put
on
them in
them.
a trance.
Yeah, you're.
That verse is pretty cool. I like that. Very
Yeah,
slow.
vocals would be really fat right there.
I'll just do a vocal for you, bro. And I'll high pitch
Hell
my
yeah,
voice,
brother.
rocking in at that, like just go like all crazy. It's all a bust and I wow, like some crazy stuff like that.
Almost like punkish. I like it.
Yeah, punkish as hell. Dude, I like it. Dude, this
I'm
is
into like
sick.
Yeah, you
Black
guys-
Label Society, Orange Goblin,
too.
Coma Kozer,
Yes. Oh my god.
Weedian, Weed Eater.
I I
I
know
think that's a
exactly
song by
what
Weedian,
music.
actually.
I
Never.
know all the music you listed has already told me that you're a nacho eating, music producing mo.
Well,
That's really
he.
good
Oh,
though.
you guys ready for the worst solo ever? Here we go.
Oh god, oh gosh.
Oh, that's you.
Let's do it. The Egyptian part. I like it.
Oh,
I like it, dude.
it actually fits.
It actually fits perfectly. It gives
I
it
know,
a
right?
very exotic in the middle of
It's like you're
country
not
and like
expecting it,
rough.
but it works. You know.
Right. That's what I meant right there.
It's like some random Arabian guy
Do
started
do
playing the
do do
guitar.
do do. I'm just like, dude, stop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's having his moment, his solo moment. And he's looking at you with his freaking Arabian like
Oh,
peacock
this isn't the
eyes.
song that turns Egyptian, actually, but
Oh,
the next
it
one
has a
is.
little
So
bit.
it did have some parts that kind of sounded like it,
It
but
did.
I go full on. Like you will like it when you hear it.
Dude, I might need you later for I just started my own channel. Not
Okay.
to not to plug in, but I actually started my own channel now.
Yeah,
I need
plug in
some.
and make sure
Yeah.
Don't
What
you
is
plug
it?
have.
in
I'll
yet.
pause.
No, it's not ready yet.
No,
Please don't.
No. No. Keep it going.
Roxy. Well, there's no videos yet, but if you want to put it on the DMs for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm gonna start a horror channel,
Aha. Okay. Like a podcasty type one or what?
more like a horror story one, like a animated
Okay.
one.
Like having
Kind of like
AI write creepy pastas or something or what?
more like I'm gonna have original stories
Oh hell
and
yeah.
I'm gonna narrate them and even do some storytelling and some creepy background music would be very fitting for the ambiance.
Ah.
It's gonna be
Right.
like the Twilight Zone of horror.
I kind of
Me
suck
too.
with literal creepy. Have I ever told you guys that?
No, but I am curious if you could ever do if you
Like
ever
I
do
can
those
creep
productions.
out through dissonance, but if you're there's like this certain kind I call it harmonic minor usage if that
Uh-huh.
means anything to you, but it's just like I don't know how to it's like Halloween music,
Yeah.
carnival music, you know what I mean? Like
Oh,
it's
some insane clown posse stuff.
right, there's a way, yeah, it's like you're better off using literal dissonance than you are
Um,
like I don't know, it's
I get what you're
it's
trying to
you can
say.
sound cliche like you're like when I like if I were to watch something like Sabrina or something like that, like the music is like cornily it's like cornily creepy. Like
Yeah,
it's creepy if you're a 9-year-old, but you know what I mean? Like versus
Yeah,
actually listening
makes
to
you want to
sense.
lust
make it
mord, like
serious.
dark ambient music. You know what I mean? Like
Uh,
there's creepy tones and stuff, you know what I mean? But then there's like
Guillermo del
literal dark
Toro
ambient
creepy.
music where you can hear fog creeping in and
Yeah,
you know like
Halloweeny type of sound. What I you know the American Horror Story intro? That's
yeah.
kind of what I want.
Right.
That's kind of what I'm looking for.
Just like the kind of like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like
yeah,
yeah the like
yeah.
uncomfortable feel. Yeah, see that's what I mean
That's
with
what
like
I
literal
want.
dissonance versus just
Yes.
sounding creepy and
Yeah,
sounding
I don't. I
Halloweenish.
hate that. I
Cause
hate
that
those sounds.
because it's been overdone so much in
It has.
Hollywood that like if I were to go to write something like that and we compare it to like if especially if I used like the orchestra and the whole thing, man, it would be good, but it would be good in the context of like a late 90s Adam Sandler movie good. Like it's you know what I mean? It's like
No,
cliche
yeah.
funny good. Like I
Yeah,
don't
Have you seen
it's
those?
hard to sound actually scary.
kind of like
Have you seen
the
those horror
Tales
movies
of
that
the
are cheesy?
Crypts. Tales of the Crypts
Oh, I
intro.
used to watch the show back in the day on like or it'd be one of the things on HBO as I was browsing those channels late at night. Wink wink.
Oh, well, one of those. So what I mean is,
Oh man.
those sounds, the Tales from the Crypt, those were pretty good for Halloween sounds. They
Yes.
actually worked.
Yes. That is actually kind of what I meant. As far as their literal theme goes, though, that's what I mean
Yeah.
about like the.
Yeah.
Like the better you do it, the more you sound like you're just copying some already made, Adam's Family or you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
I
It's
get you.
very hard to sound original with that sound
Yeah.
because everybody's gotten so much mileage out of it already,
I'm
which is
sure. I'm sure something can be done though. Like you can always have your own zest and style to something that has already been like replicated a million
Yeah,
times. For
yeah. Well,
sure.
that is the struggle with 12TET44 stuff, you know? Because even just
Mm,
changing the time signatures, a little something something, but then, oh no, people's subconscious can't follow as easy. No.
yeah.
So, most people don't want to lose that. They want that tapping, they want that, I have no idea what's going on, but I'm going to tap my damn foot on the damn ground effect.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Right? You guys want to hear this next one?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. This is
Oh
the one for
yeah.
sure.
I
More
got a
biker
black leather
shit.
trench coat, field in
Yeah.
the running through the rain with guns blazing and firing. Some pig head monsters coming at you, Duke Nukem style,
Oh
and you
yeah.
got some Tyrannosaurus Rex chasing people through the jungle, and he's got like a T-Rex tyrannical saurus technology tech like attached to his eyes, and he's like throwing lasers. Oh, sorry,
Roxy, Roxy, you
I,
good?
sorry, I got into it.
No, you're good.
The
You,
music, man, it gets me going.
I think you scared Michael.
I'm sorry, Michael. Please come back.
Oh shoot, I've been on mute. That explains that. Hey.
Oh,
Hi, welcome
welcome
back.
back.
Hey, I was like sitting there talking like, wow, they are just talking over me.
I'm sorry. Oh,
No, you're good. Oh man,
you-
I was trying to describe the sound of like gent and like the heavier metal of someone the other
uh-huh.
day, and like it wasn't even the sound as much as like the feeling, and it was like there's you kind of mentioned it just now. It's like like a big old forest, like, and not just any forest, like a prehistoric forest where like the freaking trees were hundreds of feet tall.
Hmm.
Like
Outside of
really
what?
huge dinosaurs, not just this like, oh, scaled down to our modern so it won't scare us. I mean, like, I truly think that if the world was billions of years old and whatnot, that if we were to have some mega, because they say that like, there's so much more carbon in the atmosphere back then that things grew to
Everything
be
was
10
bigger.
times what they are now and whatnot. Man, I think of being in somewhere like that, being chased by something that's so massive that you don't even
Hmm.
really have much of a chance, where every choice that you make matters, and you're just looking like you don't even have time to really like overthink the decisions that you make as far as like where you're running,
You're
and like
spraying praying
you're
in the
you're in the
forest.
yeah you're in the moment, and yeah, it's that was like a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Your flight or flight adrenaline levels are all.
Yes, yeah, and me and the dude from Divinator were talking about that. I think it has to do with like the rhythm being off, because like when the rhythm's just like like it's coming,
Yeah, you
but
predict the
but
patterns.
but when the rhythm is a 3 to 4 poly rhythm, you know what I mean? You're just like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like the rhythm being off, like that's what gave that tribal sound to our Western ears. Like, oh my God, it sounds like something bad is gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's just like yeah, it's just all that. Anyway, I paused the song. Sorry, guys.
You're good. You're good.
Another good, another verse.
Put it all the way up. I don't think my. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Good.
S- Increase the volume on my end.
This is sick. Dude, this sounds amazing. This is you on the guitar?
Yeah,
Wow.
thank you.
So I gotta ask, do you ever just like lay your hair down and just start playing like crazy, like shaking your head?
I ain't got no hair to let down, but that's what being in the zone essentially is.
You just start shaking your head.
Judgment of self goes out the window.
Dang, this is sick, dude. Honestly, I always wish I had this kind of talent, like musically. This is like something you can actually like bring someone over and be like, "Hey, want me here to play guitar?" And
Right.
it's like, "GG, you win." win the game, and then you get the GTA credits. Mission accomplished.
What is your particular process for getting into the zone when composing?
Getting at what?
Getting into the zone when composing.
You just have to begin the process of the releasing the self judgment. If I if I was hard on myself every time that a riff of mine sounded like Meshuggah, I
I
would
see.
probably be dead. But I had to embrace it eventually. You know what? It's just weird that every time I pick up this guitar, this 8 string especially, that I end up sounding closer to Meshuggah than half the 8 string bands that I listen to. So, and it's a rough genre to be good at because, if it was some melodic thing, I could take it on tour and I could make a bunch of money, but because it's gent and it all sounds like Meshuggah and nothing can ever be as good as Meshuggah, then it's rough. It's like being good at the one thing you're not allowed to be good at. And so it comes with a little bit of
Gotta come up with your own like
there's some
definitely your
darkness
own
to the
signature,
yeah.
Mm.
Well, yeah. Um, which is
your own
hard.
flavor. Yeah.
Which is hard. It's that 12 TET thing. It's like even if I want it, like if the whole thing is about making something that sounds different, like good luck. But
Yeah.
I don't know. There's ways to go about it. There's
Mm.
ways to go about it that are are almost like it's hard to practice something you know nothing about, but if you've let's say I know enough to know what the Dorian formula is. So if I wanted to make some Dorian music, I could just think of the formula and go about it from there. So it's like that's kind of what I meant about like the music theory did not limit me. The music theory is the reason I understand Meshuggah the way I do, and kind of the reason for why, even though I don't practice like obsessively, that I can play pretty decent. Uh, yeah,
It interprets the music pretty much. Like it helps you find the fundamental of
yeah,
what you are working with, and that's pretty innovative, especially when you're working with video games for sure.
yeah.
Are there other projects or genres you'd love to explore that you haven't already?
That I haven't yet. Um, Not really, cause like I've I want to explore the light side more, but my soul is not allowed to do that until
You're
we.
too dark.
Yeah, well, the darkness has to be validified and given some closure before I can just go pretend to be happy.
Give
I
them two
got you.
billion dollars.
I mean, that would
He'll
that would
pretend to be
work,
anything.
He needs Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
bro. Even with Jesus, I swear.
It'd be like that, bro. It'd be like that. But on the realness side, like if if you had someone that wanted to get into the field that you're into, like wanted to get started or as a student, what would you tell them? Like what would you give them? What tips would you give? Like
Well,
I
if
want
it
to
was a
make
one-on-one and I was able to be a little bit dark versus like a seminar where it's just not cool to be like dark, I would honestly,
Michael TED Talk.
yeah. I mean, it'd be hard not to bring up certain things. Like, my first question would almost be like, are you financially in a spot to be able to do this? Because unless you want to be mooching off your family when things don't work out, it'd
Um,
be a good idea to so there's dark stuff that nobody wants to be the
like
a-hole
the
to
dark
bring
side
up.
of the music
Yeah.
industry,
Yeah, and
the realism.
it's like that's the real dark stuff. People always want to talk like, the Diddy stuff is dark enough. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes
uh,
sense. Yeah,
music
so
is
that's how
having
it
its
was when I
problems.
went to art school. All
oh
the
yeah,
art teachers would will kind of like discourage you to continue. So I
right,
said, "F this. I gotta
right.
get out of here."
Well, yeah, it's like it's even in music, they're like music is like this crazy, awesome, like relatable, emotional thing, almost kind of like wrestling. you know? And what
Yeah,
Yeah.
happened to wrestling was that the more people that realized wrestling was fake, you know what I mean, or whatever, I don't know. It's
Like that it's scripted, you mean, right?
Yeah, quote
Yeah.
unquote fake. Yeah, I mean they really be out there, but
Yeah. Because they're real athletes. They get themselves in real danger, but it is scripted. It is choreographed. Most of it now.
yeah,
The stuff
it
back
ju-
then.
it messes with people to find out that it's all fake, and if they can't handle that with music,
Like
well
it's
then
an
they definitely
illusion.
can't handle that with reality.
Like it's an
Yeah.
illusion, right?
Right.
I feel you.
Behind all of these crazy types of music that sound all different is just the major scale and 12
Mm,
TET and essentially the Illuminati.
oh well. That's a different. I mean, they're
That's a
listening.
different topic right
I
there.
know, I know, I know, I know.
They're listening.
No, I don't know. I'm just saying they're listening, man. I want
Oh,
you to.
they're never not listening, but
I,
yeah.
I want you to be here tomorrow.
Yeah, man. Better watch
I
out.
will be. I will be.
Well, back to gaming.
Yeah.
How would you I guess what advice you will give to people that want to break into music and
Oh yeah.
make,
Besides the dark
and
stuff.
produce?
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. So if I was past the dark stuff,
yeah.
then I would say
Like, let's say
you,
there you got this young cat that
got to
wants to
free
get
your
into
mind.
gaming.
You got to free your mind. Young dudes, as open-minded as they think they are, have a lot of cognitive dissonance when new things are finally there.
No,
So
but in particular gaming, like let's
uh,
say
ga-
you wanna get into, like, you wanna make music for games. Like
right,
what would you do? Like what projects?
right.
Where would you find your first project?
Well, that's like asking a resource about a better resource. Since I'm not that great of a resource, what I would
Mhm.
say is if you were if you were like on the I'm willing to work in the games engine
Yeah.
level music
Mm.
and sound design for games, honestly, I would tell you to go check out Winifred Phillips. She is super structured. She's actually successful,
There you
like
go.
on a huge level. She's got books and uh, there's it's super hard. It's you'd have to recover some dead links, but there was this thing called the video game audio something.
Hmm.
I'm trying to remember it. It was a video game audio. It was like this whole course that you could download from back in the day. That was good. Cause uh, like even my one of my favorite guitarists, Tosin Abasi, he is like one of the best 8-string guitarists, or one of the first, I should say. He in one of his, like, he would explain as much as he could, but he referenced a bunch of books and like other people that are like better at answering that kind of stuff than he
Yeah, yeah,
was,
it
and
makes
that's why I
sense.
kind of answer that like that,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
pretending to know and then not giving people the good info is like one thing, but like instead of just BSing it, I could just like give them the link or tell them who to go check out, so that like
No,
actually
I
has
like your honesty.
cool
Makes
structured.
sense.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it cool or fun. I'm probably gonna make it depressing and down to earth and that.
Yeah,
So if you want like awesome and fun and like inspiring, like she's way better for that.
makes sense. Yeah,
Like I'm a dude
I
who doesn't even
understand.
want to learn about the game engine stuff because it's like too much. Like
La-
don't learn for me.
Last time you were telling me that you were dabbling in 3D modeling in VR. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah. That's how I got my album cover for that one.
Wow.
Should I put the song on in the background? We finish it?
Yeah, 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 definitely.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Maybe back it
You
up to that
you could
last.
probably lower it a bit so it could be like kind of like
Yeah,
that.
a little bit more balanced with the voices.
Exactly. There you go. So what software did you use to make
This
3D
one?
models?
Oh, Medium.
EDM. Is that
Yeah,
like what
and
VR headset do you use?
the first Oculus.
Oh man, you should get
You
the
can get
Meta
them for like
3.
$100. Well, that's
Yeah,
the thing, man. These newer ones actually need the link cables and the PC anyway to actually do the Super Oculus titles anyway, with like full detail and whatnot. So even though
alright.
I'm hooked up via cable, it's actually still kind of the strongest form of VR.
It is. No, no lie.
Wow.
Yeah, because
You,
it's like
you,
just right into that HDMI port, you
yeah,
know. And
it's not like compressing video and whatnot.
yeah, yeah, and the other thing is, man, like even just mine gets super hot on my face, to the point where I've gotten nausea just from having such a hot head. Because
Right.
VR legs, man,
Yeah, you
There's a
gotta build
reason that
them.
most games start
Oh
out
my
with like
god.
you flick your thumb and like you pick to where you're going to teleport to. There's a reason why that's the default in these VR games,
Oh.
because people will just straight up throw up right away.
That's what I was telling Roxy. Like the first time I had her
I'm one
play
of those
VR,
people.
Oh yeah,
she's
you
like,
got nauseous, huh? You got a migraine, huh?
I felt really like sick and my
Yeah.
migraine. I felt
because
Yep.
really
you gotta build
bad.
the VR legs. That's why.
Yeah, yeah, it's truly.
I
Yeah.
felt like a fish out of water. And
Yeah,
this
and
guy's
my thing was these dudes paid for me to have VR. I was working at the paintball field and I was getting off work and these dudes were like, "Hey, you want to come to the VR place with us?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then like an hour in, I'm like, "Guys, I gotta go."
that would have been it. I would have felt drunk or something.
Yeah, but
I
yeah,
would
No,
have
but technology has gotten better. Definitely, you're less squeezy. But I don't know about maybe the rookie does get still sick, but it's not as bad
yeah,
as before
yeah,
because the lenses are more. There's more resolution. The lenses are now pancakes.
yeah.
There's no
Well, and it's
sweet
actually
spot anymore.
the latency of seeing your limbs move when you move also messes with your mind. So like,
True,
if it's really fast and responsive, you're more likely to feel not nauseous versus if like you reach out your arm and it takes a second to reach out, like that messes with your mind.
when
definitely.
when I was learning 3D modeling, when I was like practicing, and
Hmm.
Sketch told me there's like a VR version of Blender. I was like,
Oh
you know
yeah.
what? I'm good, I'll pass.
Yeah, Blender in VR is sick though. The couple videos I've watched, man.
I'm already struggling like with the three dimensions and all the different like angles and that. Imagine it in VR. I'm going
I know. I know.
Is it like clay? Like you stretch out
Yeah,
objects?
I
yeah.
Oh,
gotta
That's exactly
figure
what
it
it
out.
is for Medium anyway.
oh, you gotta
And
show
and I
us.
think for Adobe Substance as well, Gravity Sketch is a little bit different.
What's
There's
the
because I had
um?
most of them. I had
Can you make
Gravity
it on
Sketch.
Oculus?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Show us your album cover with the 3D model.
I actually don't have the VR headset hooked up, but I can like show it to you on like the Bandcamp.
Yeah, that'll work.
Maybe we could.
Oh, nice.
That's cool. You made that gun?
That's so
I didn't
cool.
make the gun. That's an asset. I did
Okay,
stick
okay.
it to the arm. So there's some assets in here. And I kind of, it's kind of like almost how I go about my music. Like I'm never, like I may know a lot of stuff, but I'm never sitting there like with a pen and paper and like a formula on paper. Like I kind of just create stuff out of like little rip-offs and little ideas. Little rip-offs meaning like if I hear a Meshuggah riff, you know what I mean, and I'm
Hmm.
like, okay, well I like the rhythm of it, or hey, I like those notes. Then I can start out. I usually I start out with the literal idea, like you're listening to the other person's song or whatever, and then you like just figure it out by ear.
And then you
Yeah,
tweak it.
you're a conceptual artist. You hear
Yeah,
a concept and then you work off that concept and you make it your own style. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. There's a
Yeah.
st- and there's a synthesizer that does that exact thing. It's called the granulizer synthesizer.
Yeah,
That's
like it goes
exactly what it
all
does. It takes
melody.
little samples and stretches them out and like
That's what
turns them
Sketch
into like
does.
atmospheres and stuff out of like a literal click sound. It's insane.
From this
I'm
album,
always
which one's your favorite song that you had fun
Uh,
producing?
well, that's the thing. The album itself is actually kind of just like five, six, seven songs, short songs at that, crammed into one little
Oh, okay.
song, quote unquote. But that's
Oh,
also
I
me
see. I
just
see. I
like
see.
being edgy
I
and
got you.
lazy. And
he's an edge lord.
because Meshuggah's Catch 33 album, like
15-minute song. I get it.
the yeah, everybody Meshuggah's Catch 33 album was like separate songs but all meant to be listened to as like one piece. And I always enjoyed
Ah,
that because that's like the way most metal was and is.
It's giving me Miss Sugar album art vibes, bro.
Okay, cool.
I
Hell yeah.
like it. I like
that
it.
pyramid. Illuminati.
Yeah, I know.
I'm watching.
There's
I'll
like the
see you
green
there.
sky. Like it's so perfect to just be like the end of the world. Like
Right? Giving me them trippy
Yeah,
tool
the
vibes.
skulls at the bottom. Yeah,
I know,
makes sense.
right? And that's it's like it's funny because like there this is all HD and like well done and whatnot, and then you just look at this and it's just like, geez, like okay, like the rocks and whatnot, like the skulls, they need some work, but it's just like
Hey, I like it.
I don't
Hey,
like
it's the
polishing
end of the
stuff.
world. It doesn't make any sense. It's perfect.
Right?
This is some Anunnaki type art stuff, okay? Some cave art
Yeah,
type stuff.
Like
yeah.
I like it.
And there's
It's
other
giving
references
the
as
leaves
well.
for a head is kind of tripping me out.
it's giving me Ark Evolved vibes. You know, it's like those little
You
lobbits.
mean the olive branch? I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what that is.
The obelisk.
What is that? A tail coming out of a little raptor, or
What?
next to the olive branch to the left? It's like a little
These are
tail.
horns. This is like almost like a
Oh, oh,
ram
I see it
skull
now. Yeah, I see it.
It looks like
I
some
see it.
sort of like vortex is forming in the middle
with
here.
I stuck a green light in the eye and it turned out all sick. So
I like it.
there's one red light up above coming off of like everything. And then there's the green one in his eye and there's like the yellow one not reflecting off anything, but yeah, that's cool how medium works with light as well.
Yeah, you
A
got the
lot.
contrast going on, the green and orange.
Yep.
I learned that from YouTube thumbnails.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you
How to
learn what
get
you
people to
learn.
click.
Exactly. He
That
knows.
clickbait. He knows the secrets now. I
It's
told
almost
you.
like you're psy-hopping them into it. Anyway.
Anyways, now we see the
Marketing
creativity,
101.
Right.
right?
It's so hard for me because I'm just a dev at heart, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody's
I don't
preoccupied with the work that you have to showcase and do, and then to advertise it. It's really hard to show people, hey,
It's
look
like
at my stuff.
just leave me be. Let me
Just,
code.
just look at it. Just look at it and look
Just
it
would
on
you
your own.
just look at it?
Will you just Google it, please? Just find it on your own. Like, why do I have to advertise it? Why do I have to market?
Do
Just
I
find
really
it.
have to make facial expressions on every thumbnail?
Non-realistic ones at that. You have to like make the AI make it look like you're doing like a hentai face or something, you know? Like
The oval face or whatever?
yeah, like the yeah, like the make the eyes all big and
Oh, like
submissive.
rolled up and the tongue out, like you're dying, like
Yeah.
a dead carcass look.
Yep.
Change your
Yeah,
eyeballs to X's.
Yep.
I'm still done. That's anime, cheesy as
Uh,
hell. But yeah, I think we found Michael's secrets now. We know Michael's secrets. We know his rituals now. He
No.
pretty much prays to the Dark Lord before he gets into that mood.
Oh,
He
that's
gets
funny. It'd
into his
probably be
dark.
the opposite, if anything. I'm just like, creator, will you help me create something, bro? Like,
And then like a shadow room moves to the room and says, "Michael, you will make dark music. You will make the most evil, dark, edgy, extortion music. We will
right?
make vampire horny music." And yeah, and that's how it starts. That's how
well, this,
Michael gets in the workflow.
so
Oh, I want to
this
hear
has been
this
a
one.
blast.
Yeah. See, I'd be messing with them good vibes too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
let me
this is
hear them good
different.
vibes. Hold on, let me
I
let
think
me
this was the first Dorian thing I ever messed with, or something like that, which is a
Oh,
mode.
this is a happy one, Michael.
Yeah, this is like a
This is,
happier vibe.
Okay,
this is
give me a sec.
Dreamy, I dare say.
Give me a
this is
sec, Mike.
happy for Michael right here.
Give me a sec, Mike.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, let me hear it. Oh, I like the piano. Giving
Actually,
me
sounds
like
pretty
those,
laid back.
giving me those
Can you
Donkey
hire
Kong
can I
vibes.
can you repeat it from the top and higher the volume? I really want to
Yeah.
get into higher the volume. Okay.
Yeah, that background chord is sick.
Yeah, the wobble effect.
Wow, wow, wow.
Like it, dude.
What's the name of the
Giving
song?
me, it's giving me Persona vibes.
Yo, can I use this to on a project that I'm currently working on?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's got bass, and it's usually that's the only thing in between me and being able to release something. A little better mix and professional bass or re-recorded bass or something.
I like this.
You know what it kind of gives me? It gives me
Things are gonna work out vibes.
Hey, Roxy, do you think this will sound good on that project I was telling you about?
yeah, it would actually. It
Yeah,
would actually work perfectly. It's
I
giving me
definitely need this.
what's that band? It goes yeah, or like frick, it was the name. I have to look it up. I'll have to get back
You're not
to you
talking
on
about
that.
Anthrax Public Enemy, are you?
No, 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 no. This is
Okay.
like a '90s like ambient experimental like techno
Ah,
music. Yeah,
Enya or something.
there's a name. It's like a
Down
name of a
tempo.
dish. Yes, down
Oh,
tempo.
okay. Yeah,
I
down
forgot the
tempo
name.
lounge stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it, but it has to do with an animal under the sea. The name of it. I just
Oh,
don't remember
okay.
the band.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I'll get back to you on that, but it's giving me that inspiration, that vibe, and I love it.
Okay.
Dude, you should seriously. I'm gonna give you an example of what I would love, and dude, I would love to use your sounds, dude.
What'd you
You,
say? It sounds like In Love?
I would like to use your sounds.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you have some great sound going on there, and you
Yeah,
definitely
thank you.
should put it more out there. You know,
Yeah,
it's just hard. You know, when life lives you, you gotta like.
yeah.
What was the name of that song so I won't forget?
That was lo-fi slow happy dot
Lo-fi slow
mp3,
happy. Okay. I'm gonna remind you if you could
right?
share
And I
some.
think I have a couple other beats. I don't know if they're gonna be happy vibes, but I think I have some beats.
Give me
You know
them
what song I
beats.
really like?
What's that?
What's
This is
that
the
Taco
kind of
Bell? I saw Taco Bell.
what's so Taco Bell?
That's actually the song I showed you guys for the video.
Oh, okay.
So my buddy who's a rapper, he I showed him my like West Coast style fuck, stuff, and
That that electro funk.
kinda, but he just like he was like, "Can you make me something a little more like East Coast?"
I gotcha.
Oh
Some
dang,
Nas.
I gotta hear it.
So
Oh,
Okay, I could hear a little bit of the
I
West Coast
think I
there.
think Michael got in his Slim Shady like phase right here.
Okay,
Got all like uh 8 Mile on us here.
wait, let me hear this. It's kind of unique. Boom, boom, boom.
that was on purpose. Now it kicks in. So it's like for hip hop beats, they really don't have the like a million hi-hats thing going on that trap does and stuff. So I just took a little like almost realistic sounding drum beat and was just like, yeah, that'll work.
It's kind of hard to rap to it because the beat is kind of. I guess you could get a rap on that. It's a little abstract. Boom, boom. See, that part will throw me off.
Yeah, the snare is not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah, I do that because of what happens if you don't do that,
Mm.
which is it makes it boring.
Yeah.
So little subconscious like rhythmic off stuff like that actually
I would like to
is
hear
what.
somebody rap on it, like somebody that's
Yeah.
skilled in that.
Oh, I know. I wish he would have, but you know, it's you
It,
know.
it was probably hard for him, huh?
he's picky, and he's got a very like me workflow about how he finishes songs. Like he would need to essentially have the file and be able to like lengthen sections and stuff. Like he
So he
can't
has to
just
edit
write
it.
to it the way it is a lot of the
Gotcha.
time. I've seen with like his stuff for other people. Yeah. So I have a really good one that
I'm
is
trying to
like
scat. I'm
almost
trying to scat to this, but that throws me off. That snare. Yeah. Because I like to land on the beat. Yeah, it's hard to scat on this.
yeah, that's
You need like someone like Eminem who can rap on any beat.
right. You know what I've learned with Meshuggah type music is you can't always just be, or you grow out of, or you man, how would you even put that? You like don't, you just take it a section at a time, and you take it as it is. Um, like if I had that file opened up, I would honestly take those off snare beats and I would put them on there to see if that's truly what it was, because there could be other. Uh, the bass is not like even either. That's like not helping. So it's like a bunch of, it's kind of hard. It's when you've been doing the metal stuff for so long, it's like hard not to do this like kind of weird
Yeah, and
stuff.
but you gotta dumb it down
Yeah,
because rap is pretty much patterns.
right.
And,
Well,
and
yeah, and
then
it's patterns. It's somebody like putting their poem over somebody else's patterns, and I just do this for fun. Like rap is the one that I would never ever do for money. Like the people that you get, ugh, like I just that whole like I'm not gonna meet Diddy types. Ugh, no.
you don't want to meet DJ Khaled?
I
We're the
don't want to meet
best.
narcissists who even meeting me is all about, well, can I get some money out of it? Like I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, so
That's
we've been going for 2 hours. Maybe
Oh, okay.
let's try to end it here. This was
Okay.
actually pretty eye-opening. Thank you. I appreciate Michael
Yeah, you're welcome.
for doing this.
yeah. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
perhaps we'll have another session where you can show us how you 3D model on VR.
yeah, that would be sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I asked for the models that one time. I was like, I just want to see if I can even open all the layers and even edit just one specific thing if I wanted to slash needed to.
Yeah. Do you want to plug in anything? Want to say your final thoughts?
Um,
Speak to the indie gamers
right,
out there.
right. Yeah. You can do
Stay in
it.
school.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
literally.
Stay in school.
Yeah. Stay in school.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
Man, I hate being such a loser that like that's my advice. I wish I had some like download this app and you can be rich like me.
Oh, buy
Download
some
Reaper.
crypto coins.
Oh, have you heard about the Hatua girl? She made her own crypto coins.
Oh my
Oh, nice.
god.
She's trying so hard to stay relevant, poor thing.
Yeah. Poor thing.
Yeah, I know.
Poor thing. She's trying to get her bag. You know that
Right?
you gotta like that dedication. You know
Yeah.
that persistence.
All right, guys. Thank you, Roxy, also for
For
co-hosting.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
All right, it's been a pleasure.
All right. Do you guys want to stay on the phone call afterward or?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
We'll
just
talk.
go ahead and cut it and